So we will do some cutting here. This is where you cut. Here, 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 there. To cut, you put the tip of your scissors on the first hole of your cluster block and out on the last. See? If you will cut, if you will see, there are 4 threads on top of the scissors, and then you cut. You cut your scissors straight. You do not do like that, you do not do like this. Just straight, and that's it. Cut. So, you cut the next one out on the other end. Dapat ilalabas nyo doon sa last stitch ang inyong scissors. You know, I use a very fine fabric, sorry. Okay, 4 threads, you count, yes, there are 4 threads, and then cut. Yung iba, what they do is, after putting your scissors on top of the thread, nagaganon pa sila. That's okay, but I don't think there's a need for that. Okay, so we are doing this. You make sure you go to the last, because if you leave some, if you have a space, you will not be able to pull that fabric thread. So we're going to the second to the last of the cutting, and this is the last one. This is the one I like most. So we will need the tweezers. You pull the threads that you cut. Make sure you have cut both ends, kasi you cannot pull it if the other end is not cut. So you pull the threads. See? You pull the thread here, and this will be left. And that is where you will do your weaving, the needle weaving. We go now to the needle weaving. Needle weaving is shown here. You come up on one side, down in the middle, and then out here, down in the middle, and out there. Parang nag-weave ka. Up in the middle, down, and then up on the side, down in the middle, up on the side. So, here, you don't use the size 8. You use the finer thread, which is size 12. So this is size 12. Okay, again, this is the start. We don't need much thread, so we cut here. And this is where you cut, that's where you put the knot. This is our start. Where you start, the start of the thread is where you put your needle. So again, thread your needle with a fine thread. See, it's so fast to thread your needle that way. Let's put a waist knot, but this is not going to be an away waist knot. Since you have cluster blocks, you can hide the beginning thread under the cluster block. So, okay, if I want to start my weaving here, I will count 1, 2, 3. So I want to start here to put my 1, 2, 3. Sorry, sumobra ako. So, and then I go up to do my needle weaving. So I said, so now it's on the side, you go to the center, and then out on the other side, center and out. That is called needle weaving. This is called needle weaving. So if you are doing a lot of needle weaving on your project, the more lazy your design becomes. So that's about it. This is needle weaving. Okay, so when you end towards the center going down, and then go and hide that in your cluster block again, the end. Maybe 3, and you're ready to cut. So cut your thread, your excess thread, and also the knot that you started your needle weaving with. Okay? And here you go. That is how we have learned how to do the cluster block. We have learned how to cut, and we have learned how to do the needle weaving. So this is the first project that I usually ask my students to make, a pin cushion. It is made of cluster blocks, and then you cut, and there is this little tiny design at the center. These are all needle weaving. So you have learned how to do this cluster block and then the needle weaving. All I have to do is to show you how to do this little thing. So nothing hard, nothing great. It's just that maybe you need good eyes, because sometimes your fabric will be very fine. Well, this is kind of a little fine. I thought I was using a 25 count.